Hi guys, NCWQ here. Today is 6/6/2023, and I have an article for you guys. This has to do with Ukraine and the war going on in Ukraine. This article is in regards to a dam that is there, and Ukraine is accusing Russia of blowing up a major dam, and the Kremlin, of course, is blaming Kiev. And this article comes from ABC and says Ukraine has accused Russian forces of blowing up a vast dam in the Russian controlled area on the front lines of the war. Now, this is the Dnipro River right here. So, this is the area of the Dnipro River, and it's also the Kakhovka hydroelectrical power plant. And the water is just rushing through here right now. Water surged to the critical Kakhovka Dam Tuesday, according to videos verified by NBC News and local officials, unleashing floods across the war zone in southern Ukraine, sparking evacuations and triggering warning of ecological disaster. The dramatic incident could have far-reaching consequences on the battlefield and beyond. At least one town next to the dam was already completely flooded, according to the mayor, and officials are concerned about drinking water supplies throughout the region. And let's see if I can get this video to show real quick. This is drone video of the dam here where it was destroyed. Okay, at least one town is completely flooded, according to the mayor, and officials are concerned about drinking water supplies throughout the region. The dam breach comes after Kiev forces appeared to launch a new series of attacks across the front lines in south and east, fueling speculation that their long-awaited counteroffensive may have begun. The incident could raise international attention on the brutal cost of the war, more than 15 months after Russian President Vladimir Putin launched his invasion. Both sides pointed fingers. Top officials in Kiev accused Moscow of terrorist attack and raised international alarm, while Russian officials blamed Ukraine and attempted to downplay the gravity of the situation. Now, something I was hearing from somewhere else is that Russians have allowed one side to build up with more water than should have been, and it could have caused the dam to break. Okay, so throughout the war, Ukrainian and Russian officials have accused each other of targeting the dam with attacks, while Kiev has voiced fears that Moscow would destroy it to trigger a devastating flood. On Tuesday morning, Ukrainian officials warned that floodwaters would reach critical levels within hours and urged people on both sides of the Dnipro River to evacuate. Ukraine's state emergency service said 1,300 people had been evacuated by 3 p.m. Around 80 settlements were in danger of flooding, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said, ordering a mass evacuation from flood risk areas. Russia has detonated a bomb of mass environmental destruction, Zelensky said in a statement, calling it the largest man-made environmental disaster in Europe in decades. He blamed the Kremlin, describing Putin's regime as the most dangerous terrorist in the world. It is physically impossible to blow it up somehow from the inside by shelling, he said, responding to Russian claims that Ukraine had carried out the destruction. It was mined by the Russian occupiers and they blew it up. Polyak, one of Zelensky's advisors, argued that Putin's forces had obvious goal to create obstacles for the offensive actions of the armed forces. Could it be because they thought that the attack was going to come through this area, that they wanted to cut off Ukraine from being able to come through this area? It also causes damage in other areas as well. And it just goes back to another world war where another dam was blown up and it killed many people in Ukraine as well. Um, Vladimir Saldo, Russian installed head of Kherson region, said in a video post on Telegram that a missile attack by Ukraine had hit the dam, but he insisted that the situation was manageable and a major evacuation was not required. It will not prevent our military from defending the left bank, Saldo said, referring to the side of the river that Russia controls. However, it admitted that the agricultural fields along the Bank River had been washed away and civilian infrastructure disrupted. Nuclear plant risks. Experts have speculated that destruction of the dam, which holds a volume of water equal to that of the Great Salt Lake in the United States, could devastate local communities and the environment. The Soviet-era dam, 30 yards tall and 2 miles long, was built in 1956 along the river as part of the Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant. Water from the reservoir helps cool the nearby Russian-controlled Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant and supplies drinking water to Crimea, the peninsula that was illegally annexed by Putin in 2014. Ukraine's state energy company Energoatom said that the dam breach could have negative consequences for the nuclear power plant, but the situation was still under control. The International Atomic Energy Agency said it was monitoring the situation and there is no immediate nuclear safety risk at the plant. Anyways, that's part of the article. If you want to read it, I'm going to leave a link to it below my video. Hope you guys are doing well. Please be safe, take good care of yourselves, and pray for this world. Much love.